Myself Cloudin, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, KCG College of Technology. Through this video lecture, we are going to discuss about the concept of mobile IP, that is Mobile Internet Protocol. So before getting into the mobile IP, it is very much needed to know about what is IP. The role of IP, that's Internet Protocol, it is useful to assign the address for any device if it want to communicate to any other device through the network. To say in simple words, we can identify a net device in a network by knowing its IP address. If a device, for example, we are having a standalone system in our home, if you want to connect that system through the internet, that particular system must be given with an IP address. The IP address will be normally given by the physical address. Myself Cloudin, Associate Professor, Computer Science and Engineering Department, KCG College of Technology. Through this video lecture, we are going to discuss the concept of mobile IP. The mobile IP stands for Mobile Internet Protocol. So before getting into the mobile IP, it is very much needed to know what is IP, what is the functionality of that. Normally, for a standalone system, the IP address is given for any system for the purpose of identifying the system in the network. To say in simple words, if any device want to communicate with any other device through the internet, the device must be given with an IP address. That means that is an address given to a particular device. For a normal standalone system, allocation of the IP is based on the location where it belongs to. That means the subnet, any device which is working in a particular subnet, the subnet will be giving the ID to a particular device. But when a device is expected to move, that is during the mobility, it is very much needed to give the address for the device to make it connected with the internet. But if you think about, whenever we are changing our location from one place to another place, if our address is keep on get updated, it creates some confusion. The same way, for the mobile device also, whenever it moves from one network to another network, one geographical area to another geographical area, it has to be given with the IP address. But the situation is, the IP address has to be keep on get updated in the routing table. So based on the IP address only, the routing table could be able to locate any device, but the updation in the routing table lead to lot of problem in the network. That means the router will be overloaded with lot of control messages rather than sending any useful data. So to overcome this major issue of flooding the network with lot of control messages of updating the IP, we are coming out with the solution that is called as a mobile IP. So now we can discuss how the mobile IP functions. So before starting the functionality, we can look at the normal terminologies being standardly used in the mobile IP. So we can say mobile node, shortly known as MN. So mobile node, that is the node normally expected to move from one place to another place, or one network to another network, or one geographical area to another geographical area. Then we are having another entity called as CN, that is correspondent node. Normally a correspondent node is a node which want to communicate to the mobile node. And we are having a home agent. The home agent is normally a system which is function as a router which is located in the home network. So home network is a subnet, the home subnet of a particular device. The IP address of that particular device will be given based on the home network. And we can see foreign network. A foreign network is a network which is termed as whenever any device moving from its home network to a new network, that network is called as a foreign network. The same way, there is an agent called as foreign agent. The foreign agent is used to provide the care of address to the new node which is coming inside the foreign network, and that network is going to help the mobile node to get identified in the network. So we can see the another terminologies, that is care of address. So care of address means normally we can relate this network with our day-to-day scenario. For example, if we belong to a particular place and we are moving from that place to a new place for a temporary purpose, we will be provided with a temporary address that is called as a care of address. So here we are having two kinds of care of address. One is foreign agent care of address and another one is co-located care of address. What is foreign agent care of address is any new node which comes into a foreign network, it will be given the IP address of the foreign agent. So that is called as a foreign agent care of address. Whereas the co-located care of address is whenever the new node comes to any foreign network, it will obtain a new IP for its purpose. So normally it is unadvisable. Why? Because whenever any device getting a new address or new IP, that leads to overhead. And we are having a concept called as tunnel. Anyhow, in the forthcoming slides we will be discussing more in detail. So the pictorial representation of this network is given here. The CN, it is the end system or the node which want to communicate with the mobile node, and it is having a router. Through the router it is going to communicate to the internet, and it goes to the home agent of the mobile node, and from the home agent the data will be transferred to the foreign agent and the data will reach the mobile node. I can take a small scenario in this case. For example, any person, we can assume one person who is having a native place of Nagarkovil. His friend want to communicate to him from Madurai. For example, we can take. So the CN is the friend who is located in Madurai. He want to communicate a message to a person, that is a node. He belongs to Nagarkovil. So you can say the home network is Nagarkovil, the CN is from Madurai. Now he is sending a packet to the home network by knowing the IP address of the mobile node. Now after the home agent receiving the packet, it comes to know that the mobile node is not within that particular network. So what it does is, it has to transfer the message to the foreign network. So only the home agent knows the exact location where now the mobile node is. So the data will be transferred from Nagarkovil to the new place. For example, we can say the node has been moved to Chennai. So from Madurai, the information has to reach Nagarkovil, and due to the mobility, the data has to be transferred from Nagarkovil to Chennai. So this is the basic concept happening in mobile IP. The other thing what we can see is, once the node moved from this home agent, its home agent is Nagarkovil, so this scenario I have taken. It has moved to Chennai. Now the new address is given to the node. It has to be updated with the home network. So here we are sending the message to the home network. From there it is tunnel. It is tunnel to the foreign agent. So this is the end point. This is the care of address. So whenever the node reaches the foreign network, the care of address will be given to the particular mobile node, and that has to be registered with the home network. Yes. For the mobile node, if the mobile node want to communicate with the correspondent node, it can directly send the communication to the correspondent node. Why? Because now the mobile node knows the address of the correspondent node. No need to send the data to the home agent. So this is a diagram which is meant for sending the data from the mobile node to the correspondent node. Now we can discuss about the important key mechanisms which is being used in the mobile IP. So we are having three important mechanisms. One is discovering the care of address, the next one is the registering the care of address, and the third important thing is tunneling to the care of address. So this is the representation. So the registration, we are using the UDP, user datagram protocol, for the discovery of the devices. We are using the ICM, that is Internet Control Message Protocol, and we are having the important concept called as tunneling. Okay, here we are discussing the concept of discovering the care of address. The main thing is agent advertisement. So we can use two methods. The first one is the agent advertisement. So what's all about agent advertisement? So it's kind of any device you want to get connected with the network, you should know the availability of the agent. For example, if we are moving from our native place to any other place for any temporary purpose, we need to identify a place for us to get connected. But we should know. How do we know? We should be looking at some advertisements. Here some place is there for us to accommodate. So like way, here the foreign agent as well as the home agent, they start doing the advertisement. They will proclaim the information about their existence. So that is called as agent advertisement. Whereas the next methodology is agent solicitation. So agent solicitation is, in the previous scenario I told, if you are going to a new place, you will be locating a safe place by seeing the advertisement. So that is, a place is there. The same way, likewise, the agent will give advertisement. The second scenario is agent solicited. So we are going in your place and we are telling that I am a new person, I have come into your network, can I get a place to accommodate? So same way, here the agent is solicited, the agent is invited by the mobile node for giving it a care of address. So these are the two important methodologies by which the care of address is being given. The next concept is the registration. This is a very important concept. So once a care of address, a temporary address assigned to any mobile node, that temporary address has to be updated with the home agent. That is very, very important. The same way, whenever we are moving away from our parents and we are getting a new address, that address has to be updated with our parents, then only they will be able to identify our location. The same way, any node which gets the care of address, immediately it has to tell the care of address to the home agent. That process is called as registration. So this slide shows about what are the mechanism is involved during the registration. So the thing is, so the mobile node has to send the registration request to the foreign agent, and that will be forwarded to the home agent, and the registration reply will come. That means the registration or the information is updated. The new location of the mobile node is being updated by the home agent. The next concept we are moving to is tunneling and encapsulation. So what do you mean by tunnel? Normally it's a normal terminology, we know tunnel. So tunnel is a closed passage. So there will not be any leakage. So your one end-to-end connectivity, like a point-to-point service, the end-to-end connectivity will be established between the home agent as well as the foreign agent, that is a care of address. Then what is encapsulation? So encapsulation is, I can explain with a small illustration. Assume we are having a data. So we are having a data and a particular node want to send this data to any destination. So that means a correspondent node want to send information to the mobile node. Normally what it does, it will put it in a cover. Okay, the data will be put it in a cover, and what he will do is, the from address and to address will be written on the top of the from address, and the to address will be written the top of the cover. The same way the data is being transferred from the correspondent node to the to address is the address of the mobile node. So this information will go to the home agent. Now due to the mobility, the node has been moved away from the home agent, but now the home agent knows the location of the mobile node. Why? Because it has been already registered. The care of address has been already registered with the home agent. So once the message reaches the home agent, now what the home agent does is it will put this packet as a data packet into another envelope. So now the data will be put into the another envelope, and here it will mark the from address as the home agent address and to address as a foreign agent address. So this concept is called as encapsulation. That means we are putting a data into another packet. The whole packet which received from the CN to the home agent is kept inside another packet, and it is being transferred, that is encapsulated, and it is being transferred to the care of address through the process of tunneling. So this is the process of encapsulation and tunneling. So this is what I mentioned. Now we are going to discuss about the optimization in mobile IP. So what is the need of optimization? Let us take a scenario that, so we are having a CN, that is a corresponding node. It is sending the data to the home agent of the mobile node. So once the packet reaches the home agent, what it has to do? It has to redirect the packet to the foreign agent. But here one situation that both the CN as well as the mobile node supposed to fall into the same foreign agent. This is called as triangulation problem. To say in simple, the CN has to send the data to the home agent. From the home agent, the data has to transfer to the mobile node. But we can say both the CN and the mobile node are belong to the same foreign agent. So this is called as triangulation problem. And how do we solve this issue? It is very simple. If the correspondent node knows the exact location of the mobile node, it will be easy for the CN to communicate directly without the involvement of the home agent. Let me repeat again. If the correspondent node knows the exact location of the mobile node, it can communicate directly without the involvement of home agent. For example, if CN and mobile node both are in Chennai, and a person from Chennai sending a letter to Nagarkovil, it may be the home agent of the mobile node. Now mobile node also in the Chennai. Both can communicate directly without the involvement of the home agent. So this is the triangulation problem. So now we can discuss about the solutions. What are the solutions we can provide for this kind of triangulation problem? So we can have the solution like that. What is the binding request? That means if the correspondent node send a message to the home agent that I want to know the location of the mobile node. So that is called as a binding request. It want to bind directly with the mobile node. The binding update will be given by the home agent to the correspondent node with the permission of mobile node. The thing is very important thing what we should have in our mind is the mobile node should give the permission to the home agent to reveal its location. So then only the binding update will work. Then binding acknowledgement. So once the data is being transferred, that is the location, the exact location of the mobile node is known to the correspondent node, it has to be acknowledged back. The information was known to that has to be acknowledged back. Then what is binding warning? Suppose we are sending a message to a particular foreign agent. So before the data reaches the foreign agent, the mobile node moved away from its own network location. So that foreign agent has to send a reply back that binding warning. That means the mobile node is not in that particular network. Let me conclude. The mobile IP is very much useful in the network scenario, mainly in the case of mobility. So we are living with mobile devices and we are not going to stand in a single place. We are moving all around the globe. So wherever we are moving, our device has to be located by the network without providing any additional IP to our device. So by this mechanism, what we discussed so far, the device mobility is managed and the data transfer is being managed with the help of mobile IP. Thank you for the listening.